This is like this is like a water. This is like the water that just separates from the soil, and like a window without a shoe. Kinda kind of backwards, but in a sixth sense, sick sense, not a sixth sense. So I mean, yeah, but you know, and it's almost yeah, kind of, you know, you really kind of have to separate everything because the toothpaste and the washing machine and the chair, it's not even the same. I mean, the painting is, you know, the painting is kind of the same, but the water bottles aren't. So you kind of have the slithering and the keys and the fireworks without the second one, you know. There is a special kind of a thing though. But that's only on the triangles. The rest of it really doesn't really concern me. Because it's not even real. And it's not even real. And it's not even real! So that's how I've always been at it. With the shoe and the shoelace. But without the washing machines. Yeah, but that's a kind of way, you know? Because you just kind of go. And it's never. I mean, you know? You can just kind of go. And it's almost like there. Almost there, always. You know? But on a serious note, there is something kind of, you know, alongside that kind of a thing. But it kind of only separates that. And so you're gonna have to separate that. And this is the kind of a thing, you know, because it's just not even kind of. Oh, my mouth is dry. And my throat hurts. But that's almost like that. It's almost the same as that. But it's never really the same. It's always the same. But it never really senses the same. Same. So at the same time, you know, you kind of have to follow it. But if you don't follow it, it's like a shoe without the pillow. You can't really turn the light on if the TV isn't on. But the TV is like the window, you know. And the window is like a soul. But there isn't really much to it, you know. Just kind of a like kind of a painting, but the painting is not painted on. It's just a painting, kind of like a string puppet, more like so, but differently, on the same kind of a level, in the same kind of a scope, but in the microscope, there is a different life, and in a different life, there's a different scope, and on a different level, there's a different microphone. Try the phone with the microphone. You can't. There's no reception. However, if you use your headphones, you can talk to the elves. And that's the yeah. And that's the yeah. But yeah, that's the yeah. And that's almost the same as the sixth one, but not the sixth one. Yeah, there is a difference. A big difference. You can feel it, and you can logically accept it as a fact. You can, you know, you can observe your behavior, and you can see that there is a difference. And it's pretty fucking big. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So the niggas be representing. Get out of my property.